¿Cuánto ha durado?
So I'm Jesus Agudo from Cartelera Spain, and it's really nice to talk to you today. I loved season 1, and I love the 3 episodes I have seen from season 2. I can't wait to see the others. But first, I wanted to ask you about season 1, particularly when Jamie leaves Richmond, and how did you feel about it, and about leaving the team, and if you maybe thought that was it for your character, that we wouldn't see him in season 2?
Yeah, it's terrifying. It's like, it's like Joey in Friends when he sees he gets written out. I was like, no, please tell me I come back. Jason was great right at the start of the season before we even started filming. Jason Sudeikis plays Ted Lasso. He was very clear with everybody sort of where the story goes, maybe leaving some bits sort of murkier, didn't tell you every specific thing because maybe we wanted you to keep you in the sort of dark about it, so it's a surprise. But yeah, it's the thing that Ted Lasso, I think, as a show does very, very well. It shows that it highlights the best part of human nature and of the human experience, empathy, listening, kindness. And also it needs to show the darker side, and it shows the things that we don't love about ourselves, and that, we do the wrong things, we say the wrong things, we feel uncomfortable at times, and therefore do things that aren't great. And I think the show does that really well, in that it has a really lovely moment, and then it gives you the thing that you don't want, which is life. And I think that it's a really brave thing to do. And I think with season 2, we see as well that they're very good at continuing that, of going, yes, it's brilliant and lovely, and isn't it nice? But also life is not always like that. So yeah, it's I was very pleased to see that Jamie returns. Yeah.
Without giving away anything, I have to say that when I first saw your character in season 2, where I see him, I thought, but of course Jamie would do that. So I wanted to ask you, how did you react when you saw the path that your character has in the first bits of the season?
Yeah, I too. I was also like that. I was like, oh, of course he's on a reality TV show. Yeah, I think it was, it's. I love what the show does. It's brave in that it puts people in. We think that the show is maybe one thing, and then it challenges us as an audience and offers something else. But yeah, I think that it makes sense that where your viewers will see Jamie has ended up, or his beginning at the start of season 2. I think that it kind of makes sense. He's gone on this emotional journey, and yet he did all the right things. He made the extra pass, but maybe he still got kicked out of AFC Richmond, and he had joined with the team, and yet he still got kicked out. And so he's tried being emotionally mature. He's tried doing all that stuff, and maybe it's really tiring for him because this is all new to him. And he's like, well, maybe I'll just do the opposite of like real emotional understanding of oneself. I will go and do this thing, which you very kindly allude to rather than be specific about. So yes, he goes and does this thing where it's a far more physically led venture. But it was great, man. It was really good fun to do. They helped me. They'd drawn some abs, which helped to really just bring out what was left after a sort of year in the pandemic. But yeah.
So I think I don't have time for any more questions. So I just wanted to say that your character is one of my favorites. I think he's really interesting. So I can't wait to see where he goes next.
Gracias. It's very kind.
Thanks a ti. Have a nice day.
Thank you. And you.
Ponte a ello.
Ya va siendo hora de que los compis lo conozcan.